So we were looking for expansion capital in 2008, and we were IT services company. So we don't have the traditional assets like the buildings or land and machinery, etc. Our assets are people. So when we go to traditional investors, they would look and say, hey, look, what is the collateral you can give us, etc. So that didn't quite cut it. So we looked at then the venture capital route, because venture capitalists take a risk with you and help you grow your business very fast. So that was one of the reasons we looked at the venture capital route. The other one is we also wanted a venture capitalist who could give us great advice, who's a specialist in technology, and also open doors for us overseas, because we were at this stage where we wanted to shift from a Sri Lanka focus to an overseas focus. So that's really the main reason for looking at venture capital. Okay, so venture capital has helped us significantly expand globally. We have now from 0 overseas clients to hundreds of overseas clients. Actually, we even have a consumer play overseas, which has over 7,000 customers. So the venture capital money helped us do that. That's one, right? But more importantly than that, we got fantastic advice from our investors like Rajan Anandan, who's the head of Google in India. So once we raised the funding, almost on a daily basis, I had access to Rajan via email, phone, and we would talk almost for about a month. And then slowly we started scheduling those calls weekly, and now we do it monthly. We understand what it takes to really play in a global environment. And Rajan brought us not only the advice but also contacts. Right? When we wanted to start new areas of the business, we needed partners, we needed suppliers, etc. overseas, and he opened a lot of doors there. Now we are looking at raising our next round of funding, and again, Rajan's presence is playing an important role with access to tier 1 investors out of India, US, etc. And the fact that a guy like Rajan is on our investor panel helps significantly to bring the credibility. And even with suppliers, I mean, it's phenomenal. Some of these suppliers are very large suppliers out of the UK, US, work with only very large businesses, but they have decided to take us on because of the kind of people we have backing us. So it has been a tremendous help. So if it's a business that's looking to grow quite quickly, I suggest they look at the venture capital route, because venture capitalists are focused on taking businesses and helping them grow very fast. So especially if you're a new company, you're an entrepreneur with just an idea. Right? Who's really going to fund you other than a venture capitalist, right? If you go to a traditional institution like a bank or private equity, it's very, very rare that you're going to find funding. So venture capitalists are focused and built on taking businesses and ideas and then growing them into a very large universe. Or rather large company. So that's what venture capitalists do. They don't actually want to invest in a slow growth company. They want to invest in a fast growth company. So if you're in that stage, then I strongly suggest you look for venture capital. There's a lot that comes with it. Make sure you do their due diligence, right? That you find a good venture capitalist, look at their backgrounds, credibility, etc. And then be open to working as a partnership, right? To grow the business. That's very important, because any business that goes into venture capital, most likely you're going to have a second, third, fourth round of funding, right? So in this situation, everyone gets diluted, etc. And you're going to be diluted. The original venture capitalist is going to be diluted, etc. And so it has to be a partnership where people work in teams to build a great organization. So I say, look, if you're looking to grow, I think you should definitely look at the venture capital space.